Now, Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa has ordered hundreds of junior doctors who have been sacked for going on strike can return to work in the next 48 hours without having to reapply for their jobs. The ultimatum follows the president's meeting with church leaders on Thursday. More than 400 doctors have received letters of dismissal because of their failure to turn up to work. They had been told that they need to reapply for their jobs if they want them back. On Wednesday, senior doctors joined in the strike, demanding the reinstatement of their junior colleagues. Since the beginning of September, doctors have been refusing to go to work and have demanded a pay rise. Let's get more on this story from Zimbabwean journalist Nigel Yamachimbu. Hello, Nigel. The latest announcement could be seen as an olive branch. Is this enough to solve this medical crisis that's entering its fourth month?
Well, thank you for having me. Well, the latest with regard to the crisis in the Zimbabwean health sector being essentially the president stretching his hand out to the fired doctors may not necessarily translate into ending the impasse simply because it's not a quick fix issue. It's that it has dragged this long. It shows that it is dealing with a more holistic issue that just goes beyond just in one move by government to try and say, hey, now we are reaching out. I think it'll be extremely difficult if structural issues are not addressed for the health crisis to end.
Well, what exactly are you hearing, though? How likely are the doctors to obey the president's order, especially when nothing about a pay rise is mentioned?
Well, look, if the doctors could turn down an offer by one of Zimbabwe's greatest corporates, the telecommunications giant Econet, they refused an offer by Econet to receive some sort of allowance, subsidy, and airtime, data usage, and even smartphones. But, still they turned that down. So for them now to just agree to this move by government, I don't see that happening. I think it's not a question of necessarily the doctors being unnecessarily difficult. I think it is certainly within their rights that they make their case known and not to be made like a charity case, but to be treated like professionals. And then also to really get government to address this broader economic challenges beyond this tokenism.
Well, Nigel, the president's order follows Mr. Mnangagwa's meeting with church leaders. What more can you tell us about that meeting?
Yes, the interface with the churches is something that both parties perhaps have given the day of prayer that the churches once convened, and also an appetite by the church for the country, political parties, civil society, and other religious groups and leaders within the community to dialogue. So really the meeting was to buttress that and to ensure that there is some sort of ground to have the president's ear towards changing the approach that is currently obtaining of dialogue of politicians, which also excludes the main opposition political party. I think the meeting is welcome. We will see whether President Mnangagwa will agree to this proposal of an all-inclusive dialogue.
All right, Zimbabwean journalist Nigel Yamachimbu, thank you for speaking to us on Network Africa.